I'm Jonathan Martin, author and creator of EarTrainingMusic.com. I made this site because I wanted an ear training tool that I could use on the go and that really trained my ear by listening and identifying the elements of music. This is ear training that I wish I'd had when I was first starting out. I hope you'll enjoy using it too and take advantage of the lessons I've learned over a lifetime of study and practice. Now, the best way to use the site is to visit every day, spend 20 minutes and take 2 or 3 quizzes from each section: intervals, scales, chords, and progressions. Make it a habit, just like the rest of your practice routine, and in 30 days you'll notice a big difference in your playing and your confidence in playing. After 6 months, everyone else will notice it too.
So, let's get started with the tour. Welcome, and thanks for watching. The most exciting feature of the site is that it's mobile. EarTrainingMusic.com will adapt to any device with an internet connection: iPad, iPhone, tablet, smartphone. Use headphones so you don't disturb others. Now you can practice ear training wherever you are, at home, at school, or on the road. A word of caution: please don't practice while you are driving a vehicle. EarTrainingMusic.com is comprehensive. It has everything you need to hear anything you want to play. It takes all the bits and pieces of music and puts them under a microscope. You'll examine everything up close. The Elements of Music provides in-depth instruction that teaches everything covered by the quizzes, including sound examples so you can hear exactly what the instructions are talking about. Ear training practice is quiz-based, so all you do is listen to the sound examples and answer the questions in the quizzes. It's very straightforward and easy to understand. Your practice is self-contained on the site, so you don't need an instrument. You really do train your ears to hear and identify music. But you'll be amazed by how much it improves your playing. There are 5 levels of difficulty, from very easy to very challenging. There are 4 sections: intervals, scales, chords, and progressions. Intervals. We study all chromatic intervals from minor second to major 13th. There are quizzes on melodic ascending intervals, melodic descending intervals, both ascending and descending together, and harmonic intervals, intervals played at the same time. Scales. We study the 21 most used scales in jazz. There are other scales, but these 21 contain all the material you need to create any melody you can possibly think of. The modes of the major scale: major, Dorian, dominant, natural minor, Lydian, and Phrygian. The modes of the ascending melodic minor scale: ascending melodic minor, Locrian natural 2, Lydian dominant, Lydian augmented, the altered scale, and also the harmonic minor scale. Synthetic scales: major and minor pentatonic, the blues scale, bebop dominant, and bebop major. Symmetric scales: the chromatic scale, 2 forms of the diminished scale, and the whole tone scale. Chords: we study triads and their inversions, 7th chords and their inversions, and extended and altered chords, 9ths, 11ths, 13ths, and their alternate variations. Progressions: we study chord progressions starting with basic tonic, dominant, and subdominant phrases. Variations on chord progressions: 2-5-7s and some of its variations, tritone substitution, and common turnarounds. We examine some common bridges. We also look closely at the blues progression and rhythm changes. Now let's visit EarTrainingMusic.com so I can show you. This is the home page. You can get to everything using the top menu bar. There are links to the Elements of Music and the different sections: intervals, scales, chords, and progressions. You'll notice the submenus drop down when you float the mouse over them. On an iPad or tablet, you'll need to touch these menu items once to get them to drop open. This is about what the site's going to look like on an iPhone or smartphone. See the different submenus pop open when you click on them with your finger. And the rest of the site behaves just like it normally would. The primary level is free for everyone. Elementary requires registration. Advanced, Expert, and Mastery are premium levels. You'll need to purchase a subscription to access those. Now let me show you around the elements of music. This is the instruction part of the site. If you have questions about what is on the quizzes, you can look here for an explanation about it. The side menu on the right contains links to all the different pages. Once you click into one of the sections, more options will appear if they are available. Like intervals. Once we get to the intervals page, we can see a few more links that have even more information about intervals, and so on for other sections as well. Now each explanation is accompanied by sound examples, so there's never any doubt about what things are supposed to sound like. It is ear training after all. If you have trouble hearing and remembering what a major sixth sounds like, you can find examples on the intervals page. Those are major sixths. Once you feel comfortable that you know a thing or two, you can start taking quizzes to practice and test yourself. Let's go start a quiz to see what it's like. On the quiz pages, you'll see links to all the quizzes available in each section. The quiz title tells you what's on the quiz. For instance, the first quiz on this page tests your knowledge of ascending, melodic, major, and minor seconds. As you browse down this page, you'll see there are plenty of quizzes to keep you going if you're just starting out. For now, let's just open the first quiz and do a few of the questions. All of the quizzes keep to the same format. You'll see the question at the top, and then the sound example. The easier quizzes will have only 2 answers to choose from. It gets more challenging as we add options to the quiz. Some of the harder quizzes have 8 answer choices, so you'll probably need to know what the right answer is because it gets harder to guess later on. So you play the sound example. Answer the question. Go to the next one. When you're ready, after you've done as much as you can in the primary level, you'll want to register so you can continue with the elementary exercises. You just fill in your name, choose a username, enter your email address, and choose a password. It needs to be an active email address because you have to activate your account with a link we send to that email. You can't log in until you activate your account. That way we know you're real and we assure that we have permission to contact you. If you're under 18, Please get your parents' permission before you register or subscribe. The premium subscriptions give you access to the more advanced levels of study on the site. I recommend the 1-year Premium Plus subscription. It's the best value for all the material you get access to. For about the same cost of a magazine subscription, you get 365 days of unlimited access to everything on this site, even after I add new stuff. There are also other choices if you want to practice things slowly or take it a step at a time. So you can see this. You can subscribe to each level individually from each section. You can take all of the advanced levels from all sections. Same for expert. And the same for mastery. Anyway, I want to make it as easy as possible for you to make daily ear training a habit you will continue throughout your music career. I want you to enjoy a long and successful career in music, and I want to be there to help. If you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions, please contact me. I always read every email, and I'll make every effort to get back to you quickly. So, thanks for watching. I'm glad you did. Go visit eartrainingmusic.com right now to get started. Remember, the Elements of Music and primary level quizzes are free. Registration is free. Purchase a premium subscription to get full access to the site. Ask your parents' permission before registering or purchasing. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoy using eartrainingmusic.com, and I look forward to a long and happy musical partnership.